Well, the UN Security Council held an emergency meeting on the unrest. CCTV's Nick Harper reports there was a great deal of rhetoric, but little action.
From Middle East streets to UN headquarters, the tension in Jerusalem and the West Bank boiled over at the Security Council meeting in New York. Ahead of that meeting, Israel's new ambassador, Danny Danon, accused Palestinians of teaching their children hatred.
This picture you see here is an example of the kind of text that Palestinian children are being exposed to day in and day out. The picture is being taught in middle schools, in high schools, in elementary schools.
The council called an emergency session to help defuse the violence, but the Israeli and Palestinian delegates, both allowed to address the council, used the time instead to blame each other for the killings.
Mr. President, we come to you today asking the council to urgently intervene to end this aggression against our defenseless Palestinian people and against our shrines, which are subject to violations by the Israeli military occupation and by Israeli settlers and by extremists.
Israel accused the Palestinians of an onslaught of terrorism.
Men, women, and children are being stabbed to death on the street on a daily basis. Yet for them, there has been no demand for an emergency session of the Security Council, no call for the Palestinian leadership to stop their incitement, and not even a whisper of condemnation of these acts could be heard from this council.
UN critics may see this latest session as doing very little to restore calm. There was unanimous condemnation of the violence, but as the Israeli and Palestinian broadsides made clear, Friday's meeting was a chance to air grievances rather than an opportunity to find solutions. Nick Harper, CCTV, New York.